like, I am not in the selfie. Panoramic selfie, obviously. All right. So I'll give you this remote, or this remote, this. Well, you have to sit over here.
Oh.
Bring your selfies there, just in case.
And then like the tissues are because I literally just had a nosebleed right now.
Oh yeah. Here's a fun thing for a host to hear. Hey, can you have the other person go first? I just got a nosebleed.
Yeah.
So if she sneezes, we need like one of those calendar things.
Yeah.
All right, so Carolyn, when I read your success story, I was blown away. Number one, I like barely believed it. I was like, that's true. There's no way you had the success you did in the short amount of time that you did. And your success story is our business success story, but obviously it goes way beyond business and it goes way beyond life, right? My first question for you is really geared towards the people that are new here, the people that, maybe this is their first time, maybe they're a guest. So, how did your Beachbody journey begin? Did you start as a coach? Did you start as a challenger? And how did you hear about Beachbody?
Okay, well, my Beachbody journey started kind of back in high school, actually. When I played field hockey and lacrosse, so the first time I was introduced to P90X and Insanity was for preseason. That's what we did for our workouts while we were on the off season, so that's pretty awesome. That's how I got into it. But I wasn't doing it to lose weight. I was kind of doing it because I was forced to do it. I didn't really have a choice. So then I went to college and gained the freshman like 13 and a half-ish. And then like when I got to the end of my senior year, I was looking at myself and I didn't recognize who I was. So, I mean, obviously I don't have to tell you how that weight got there, but you know, when you go to college, what do? You drink and you're eating foods at like 2 in the morning that you probably shouldn't be eating even if it was like 12 in the afternoon. So I was not happy with who I was. I didn't recognize myself, and that is when I discovered the 21-Day Fix. And it was actually a friend of mine's mom who was doing the program, and I was like, oh, that looks cool. Let me try that. I could do that. So I ordered the challenge pack. I did the program, and then I was never told about the coaching opportunity at all. So I was like, okay, well, I can't afford this Shakeology anymore, so I'm going to have to cancel, even though I love it. And I stopped getting the Shakeology. And then my friend from high school did the 3-day refresh, and I'm like, oh my God, she looks so good. I stopped drinking Shakeology, and I don't look good anymore. I wonder what she's doing. So I reached out to her, and lo and behold, it was Shakeology again. So I was like, okay, well, this is just meant to be. So I messaged her, and I asked her what she was doing. And she told me, you know, like, if you sign up with this special type of account, you can get your Shakeology really cheap, and you can get it discounted. And I was like, duh, sign me up. I'm a broke, as a joke, college student. Yes, I'll do that. So I was a discount coach. That was me. And that's how I got started, because I was cheap.
This is really important to answer this question and answer it honestly. If you can relate to that story, say I.
I.
And that's important because of what we're going to go over and how successful Carolyn actually was. So, going right into that. What is your current rank and how long have you been a coach?
My current rank is a 3-star diamond premier coach. I've been a coach for about 16 months, but what's funny is I told you I was a discount coach, so I didn't really start coaching until January of last year when I came to my first Super Saturday alone. And I was still working as a teacher, so I wasn't full-time until about July of this year.
And how many people do you think?
That's like 6 months.
So, yeah, so 6 months. So 3-star diamond in 6 months. You guys all said you could relate with her story, right? Say aye.
Aye.
Say yes.
Yes.
There you go. See? So this is what I'm talking. This is why we love these success stories, and that's just it's incredible. So, moving forward. Why Beachbody over the other names, other multi-level marketing? Nobody's gonna yell again? There we go. I can say. Why Beachbody?
Well, to be honest with you, I wasn't even aware of the other, like I didn't realize Beachbody was a company that you can actually be a part of and work for. And I did see other things and thought they were pretty salesy, and that's not something that I'm attracted to, and that's something that I teach my team not to do. But I guess it was, I mean, the ingredients are amazing. If you actually look at what Shakeology is, it is the best thing you can put in your body, and I'm not just saying that, I'm not getting paid to say that, but it is. Also too, the community, like I never really had a lot of friends in high school, and I went to college and thought things would change, and they actually got worse. So college girls are just as mean as high school girls, who would know, right? So it's like, I was mind blown, and I had very few like really close friends, and like this is like a little bit maybe too much, but I lived with people who were, their mission was to make my life a living hell for 4 years of my college time. And when I think about it, like I used to want to cry about it, but I'm not going to sit up here and cry about it because I actually want to thank them for being so shitty. Because if they weren't so shitty, I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be as strong as I am today. So I guess the biggest thing about Beachbody that I love is the community that you're a part of, because there's nothing more like a family than this. Like sometimes I work all day and I just love it because I don't feel like I'm working, and I've just met the coolest people in the world. So definitely the community, and it's not just like, here, buy this for me and then I'll never talk to you anymore. See ya. Like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So you have ascended in the Beachbody business at an absolutely incredible rate. A lot of people are looking at you and saying, at an impossible rate. I'm not accusing you of steroids, don't worry. But there are people here that are looking at what you're doing and seeing how it's just so incredible, how far you've come in such a short amount of time. What do you say to somebody who hears, somebody in this room, who hears what you've done and says, it had to have been easy for you. You had to have had the easy road. Like you had to have just gotten all yeses. Like that could happen. That could never happen to me. You know, what do you say to those people?
Stop talking, first of all, because everything you're going to say is just going to make you feel even worse. This business is easy, but it's only easy if you do the things that you need to do. Like my coach isn't a coach. Like she never helped me. I literally told Coach Relations one day, because when she quit, I'm like, oh cool, so then her coach is my coach and she's my direct upline and that's how it works. I'm gonna be in the little thing. And he's like, no, that's not how it works. And I was like, oh, you mean I gotta pull Lindsay Matway now? Like I literally told him that. So like everyone's story is their own, but just because you have a lot of things against you doesn't mean that you can't be successful. Like my coach doesn't coach. She never helped me because she wasn't really coaching herself. I was a discount coach. I guess she thought I didn't really have a desire to work the business. So the more you keep telling yourself like, oh, I can't do that because my upline isn't active, or oh, I can't do that because I have 15 different other things I need to do today that I'm not going to have time to do my invites, so I'm just not going to do it. If you say, it's not a priority for me to do these invites, does that change your mind about doing your invites? It should. Like if I say, oh, it's okay, like I don't have to do my 531s on Instagram today, it's not a priority. I'm like, oh my God, wait, no, I need to do them right now. Like that's what's going to make you successful. It's not who's your upline, who's like part of whose team you're on, it's you. So if you don't think you can do it, I tell my coaches this on their Getting Started Right call, I'm like, personal development is essential. I was told I had to do personal development, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not reading, I hate reading, I'm in college, I don't even read the books I'm supposed to read for college. Like, why am I gonna read for fun, you know? But then when I got more into it, and if I look at my business and how like when it was successful and when it wasn't, and then I look at, was I doing my personal development? The times when I wasn't doing it are the times when my business was kind of on the downside. So you really need to do it. And I tell my coaches, I can believe in you like so much, but if you don't have that belief in yourself, and you just keep giving me excuses, and you just keep saying that something else is more important, or like, excuses come from fear. I say they're like armpits everyone has and they stink. Like, get rid of them, and you will be successful, because you are the only thing standing in between success. Like, you are your own roadblock, so don't get in your own way. Just go out there and make it happen.
So, awesome. I could add anything, like, it's perfect. So, you kept saying just go and do it, go and do it. What's one thing you do every day that you think is a big marker for your success thus far? One specific thing, even something that, maybe it's something everybody does, maybe it's something nobody does.
Okay, well, besides waking up early when I don't have to wake up early because I don't work a full-time job anymore, I mean, I wake up and I see Melanie Mitro posted, she just did her workout, and I'm like, I just woke up. So if she's waking up so early and she is the top coach, she's obviously doing something right. So I'm like, I gotta wake up early because I can get a lot done in the morning. So I wake up early, but I guess something besides just waking up, that's kind of corny. I post a video every day. I don't know if that is the reason for my success, but I do post a video every single day on Instagram, and I've noticed that since I've been doing that consistently, that's the key, consistency. For the past couple months, my Instagram has been growing a lot more and a lot quicker, and I've been getting comments from people like, thank you so much, I love that you're posting videos, it's really helping me. And in the long run, that's what it's about, helping people, whether you're selling them a challenge pack and that's how you're helping them, or maybe it's just maybe it's someone in Germany who can't buy a challenge pack. Like, I'm helping them because they can go on my Instagram and they can look at a little video and they can do that workout at home. So I guess just sharing videos and maybe like embarrassing myself, because I do that every day. Like, my nose was just bleeding, and I post the most ridiculous things on Facebook, and people like that because they know I'm a big goofball and they can relate to me. So people don't relate to perfect, so just I don't try to be perfect. I guess that could be, I probably said like 5 things, but there you go.
All of them are good. And the final question is one that's really important, especially when it comes from business, and especially because we have a perfect example of this right in our front row. Right now, there's somebody that's signing up to become a coach. There's a chance they have no idea what they're getting into. They are in the moment, the motivation is here, or maybe they're even on the fence, not necessarily you. So I know you're not on the fence.
Not anymore.
Absolutely.
I was before registration.
There you go.
Bring your coaches to Super Saturday,
Right.
or potential coaches. Example A.
Perfect. But there's somebody right now that's on the fence about becoming a coach, or maybe just became a coach and doesn't have the leadership, doesn't have somebody, they're just signing up. What do you say to that person, using your example? What do you say to that person to either get them off the fence or push them to become successful? What do you say?
Okay, well, this opportunity is whatever you make of it. So you can say, like, oh, I'm going to do a little bit, and you'll get a little bit. But if you give it a lot, you're going to get a lot out of it. You're going to get not even just financial, because, yes, I mean, I am the success story for that, but I'm not, like, rolling in dough, like, in my bed and in my shower. Like, that's not my life. That'd be cool, but that's not my life. I'm not. That's not me. But I am comfortable. I am, like, I guess, I don't know. Like, I'm making more now than I was making driving 2 hours a day, being miserable. I don't know, I didn't even tell you guys. I used to be a teacher. Like a lot of people who were teachers and now they're coaches. It's kind of funny. So I used to be a teacher. I went to school to be a teacher. I've always wanted to be one. I went to grad school. I mean, I graduated #1 in the School of Education, but just because you are good at something does not mean that's what you need to do. That's not what your sole purpose in life is. So maybe I wasn't meant to be a teacher, but I still kind of teach my team. But so if you're feeling like maybe this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing, or maybe the thing that you are doing right now, like you don't, like if you can't picture yourself 5 years from now doing exactly what you're doing and being happy doing exactly what you're doing now, then this is your chance. Like, this is your chance to change your life. This was my plan B, and now it's my plan A. And I'm so thankful for that, because if you told me, like, honestly, who wakes up, like, grows up and says, I'm going to be a Beachbody coach? Like, nobody. Nobody is born and thinks that. Well, maybe there are a few exceptions, but generally nobody is like, I want to be a Beachbody coach, you know? So just because it might not feel right now, I was a discount coach. I was like, I'm never going to be full-time. Like, I heard my coach talking about, oh, she's a full-time coach. I'm like, yeah, but I'm never going to do that because I'm a teacher. Like, I'm a teacher. That's me. I'm not a coach. Like, that's just something I do for fun. But then when I realized how much I hated my job, I actually really struggled with, do I leave and do this? Or, like, it's a hard decision for me. But because I was fighting it. I was like, I'm not supposed to be a coach. I'm supposed to be a teacher. Like, I went to school for 4 years. I'm in grad school, which I dropped out, by the way. But yeah, I was just throwing money at the wall. It was a waste of money and my time. But don't fight it. Like, just go with it. If somebody is talking to you and you're at that point where you're almost considering it, just do it. Just go for it. Because once you get in there, you're never gonna wanna quit. Like, look at this, like, this is amazing. And I can't even tell you, like, yeah, I thought I always wanted to be a teacher, and yes, I love kids. Trust me, it was not the children that made me want to leave.
First teacher ever to say that.
No, I swear to God, I love kids. But the environment, not so much. You don't want to be around negative people your whole life. So if you want to be around positive people, and they say you're like the 5 people you surround yourself with most, why not surround yourself with 400,000 positive people? Like, it doesn't make sense to say no. And if you do sign up, and let's just say it isn't for you, because it's not for everybody. It's not for people who aren't willing to stop making excuses. It's not for people who aren't willing to put in the work, because it doesn't just happen overnight, like Rome, like Jeff was talking about. It's for people who are driven and are willing to put in the work and make the sacrifices to make it work. And if that is you, then you should definitely be a coach.
Thank you so much, Carolyn. Congratulations on your retirement at 23 years old. Give Carolyn a hand. Thank you so much. I'll figure it out. All right. Congratulations again. Retired at 23, guys. Give her a hand.